This was a week before he got diagnosed, before the 11th, and we were walking around the block. And at one point I says, oh, Papa's got to stop a little and rest. This is a long walk. So we sat down for a little while. He said, Papa, my head hurts. I can't walk.
I saw the neurologist come down the hall, and I told Cindy, you know, thank God she's here. Let's just get out of here. We were packed up. Let's get the results. I said, is it nothing? Could we go? And she said, I need to talk to you.
I looked at him and I said, is it good? And he goes, it's bad. This is the news. This is the truth. We have to tell our whole family. And it's a scary, scary, horrifying thing.
Lou had called me and said, it's bad, Mom. And my heart stopped. Our life stopped. It was absolutely something we never expected, and wasn't really prepared for. Ty was just, it couldn't happen to Ty, but it did.
Ty had a very rare tumor, which made things very difficult from the get-go. From the very time that his tumor was diagnosed, the prognosis was pretty poor, as most young children who are diagnosed with this type of rare tumor don't survive very long. And so we knew from the very beginning that we were up against a serious challenge. The difficult part about treating a child with a brain tumor when they're that young is that some of the modalities that we typically use in older kids or adults can be extremely toxic to the developing brain and spinal cord. And in retrospect, a lot of what we did to Ty to try and eradicate the tumor ended up hurting him as much as it did helping him with respect to tumor treatment.
Oh, he was the cutest little guy, lots of love, always wanting to hug and kiss you, tell you he loves you.
I love you.
He loved to read stories. He used to wear cute little hats all the time. He was our sunshine. He would just say, my mouth's not working. Can, feed me my lollipop, or my hand feels funny. Can you do it for me? But he wasn't complaining. He just wanted to keep playing. He just wanted us to manipulate the toy or show him something. He didn't get worked up over it. He just figured out a way to accommodate.
He was loving and enjoyed life to the fullest. I was in love with him from the minute I saw him, and I still am.
He was a wise guy, too. He loved nothing more than to tease people, especially us.
This is a really big mess here. I wonder how we could get that mess clean. What do you say? What do you say?
Don't say that again. Even though he was battling cancer, he talked about jumping in muddy puddles when he got better. And that's why we started the Muddy Puddles Project, because that was the epitome of childhood. And that was what Ty is all about, laughing, having fun, being a kid.
We're trying to bring back that concept of, hey, who cares? So what if your kid's dirty and they're gonna get in the car and the car is gonna get dirty? It's no big deal. Your kid will have a good time, it'll bring a smile to their face. And that's the whole muddy puddle concept.
They fought for Ty the whole time that he fought, and when he lost his battle, they decided to continue the fight for the other children that we met along the way and children will never meet.
It's a good idea for parents to let their children
let them live a little.
Let them have fun. Don't be afraid of getting dirty. Jump around, have a good time. And that's what this is for.
And so she said, I envision this place with a giant muddy puddle and a fire truck there to hose the kids off. And there's gonna be splatter paint tents and, food fights and literally everything that this day is. This was Cindy's dream from the minute Ty passed. She wanted to make this a reality.
The Muddy Puddles Mess Fest is our greatest achievement in the foundation, and we're only 9 months young, and we're just so excited. This is everything. It embodies everything Ty would have ever wanted. We have mud puddles for jumping, whipped cream pie tosses, water balloon tosses, food fights, and then there's bounce houses, zip lines, boating, swimming, everything you can imagine. The goal of the Ty Lewis Campbell Foundation is to fund research directly related to childhood cancer. the deadliest cancers especially, to try and find better treatment options with better results.
Well, first of all, Cindy and Lou were absolutely miraculous parents throughout the entire process. I think a lot of the physicians taking care of Ty felt the same way about them. They were just remarkably present, remarkably calm, and always had as the center of the universe how best to help Ty without making him suffer too much.
The approach now, it seems like it's a one-size-fits-all, and that's not the case, and that's what this is all about, trying to get the proper fit for these little children.
The treatments these kids are getting some of them are made for adults, and they haven't been updated in over 20 years. And I mean, it just destroys their quality of life. It's horrible that they have cancer, but then the treatments just wipe them right out, you know, and they affect them sometimes long term if they do survive. And our goal at the foundation is to make sure that there are less toxic, innovative treatments, you know, that are better and geared towards children.
What their hopes through the Muddy Puddles project is first to raise money for research, so there's other options, because the options that were given really weren't anything good.
Our journey isn't over. Ty's story doesn't end. Now we're working on saving the next Ty, and it's not going to be tomorrow, and it's probably not going to be a year from now, 5 years from now, but if at the end of our lifetime we meet a little boy that gets some new treatment options and has a future ahead of him that our child didn't have the chance for, then we would have achieved the world.
What are you going to do to the cancer? All right.
And while the children are having fun and getting messy and doing all the things that these other children can't, we're raising money to fight this, come up with better research, and really, really win and save children's lives.
That was good.
Tell everyone that thank you for your prayers.
That will be Ty's greatest accomplishment.